You like Trump? Good girl. You like Biden? Alright. Every piece of this FLIR is here, but one little piece, which don't even matter, it's that top. And if I look here hard enough, I can find that, but it just kept coming off anyways. So I just took it off. Like I said, it kept coming off anyways. There wasn't no use to keep it on a... Alright, let's take you back to you. Alright, there. Alright, both of them are lit up. Both of them are lit up. Alright, this back tape is definitely working. This front too. Let me bypass that input again. I swear to God, it seems like it's working. This transistor. But on the FLIR, it don't show it lightening up. Take that out there, but if it was stuck. Oh, one peel's working. Oh, one peel's working fine. Alright, this is a 50-watt slug. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's a 50-watt slug. It's a 50-watt there. This is not. You gotta remember this is going through a variable and all this shit, but this is a 2290, and it's definitely bypassed the amp and it's working. Oh, hello. So it's doing peak about 22 watts, but then again you gotta think about all this attenuation that's got in front of it. I don't know. So things are looking mighty funny with the money. It's got something wrong in one of these transistors here. These two are lighting up at decent rate of time, and these are following in behind it, and it's got an imbalance in it somewhere. But the one peel is definitely working. Check individual boards here and see what that comes out with. Alright, so I'm going to reroute the so the one peel's working, so that's got to be come out of line. I ain't done the two peel separate in a while, So gotta be running exactly what it would be if it was like a 500. Alright, so the input's here, and the input's gonna go over to, let's see. Okay, input to this transistor here is going. I ain't done this in a little bit, but give me a minute. If the input ain't what I gotta worry about, the input to both of them will be fine. So the input come through, go through and goes through like a 500. The output's what I'm worried about. So, bypass the output tune. That's input, dummy. That's input, output. Let's see what it does on this 2-pill section here. I gotta have that key, this board there, so it ain't gonna give you a good reading, but it'll tell you if it's working or not. Oh, of course it's working. It's running a 50-watt slug, slam out of money. Oh, alright, so that's about, see, it ain't got a tune on it, so it's only tuned from the input, so in the output transformer, but it's still putting out. Let me go 250-watt slug since I got one. It was showing about 125 there or so. Oh, that's 150. So, alright, that side's working. And if I got an imbalance, that's what I don't understand, this side here. This back side was the one that looked like it was not wanting to play right. Let's take this out of here. Come out. I'm going to replace that anyways. And combine her. Alright, let's see. This goes back. Do this to me. Anyways. Alright, that's there. Ain't gonna do anything. Let's get a jump wire. Use this little wire here. Just to take this 2-peel section. Separate from the other one. See which one's actually got, well, while the imbalance is in there, for some reason, it definitely got one. But like I said, it looked like these transistors were coming up. And the front ones was coming up, but they was coming up slow. And we didn't check the 1-peel's working. It's the last chain in it, and you got to make all them work good together. Alright, let's see what this 2-peel section says. Everything's the same, I just rerouted it to there. So it should equal out to this one. And if this one does more, it's something in this side that's not working with that side. Sometimes you won't see a lot of power out of it the way this is done up, because it ain't got a lot of drive going through it for no rinky-dink radio. But then again, so it's running through and it's hitting this board. The input of this board is here. It's bypassed the 1-peel section, so it's just 2-peel section, and the output's there. The tune is not great. If it's not enough to hurt it, it won't blow it up. At least it shouldn't. I've done this quite a few times, and it's worked out so far. Alright, let's try this one. The last one, it done about 150 on this side. Oh, there it is. This one's doing about 50. And it shouldn't be any difference. Everything else is the same. That's all I've done was changed from this one to that one. This side's doing 150, which it's kind of low, but like I said, I ain't got no tune on it. This one here ain't got no tune on it either, and it still wouldn't have no tune to it. So make sure nothing wrong. Let's do this for sure. Make sure I ain't got nothing that's in this side of the board. Let's completely unhook this from the board. And let's take this wire straight to there. So the output side is there. It's not hooked up to the board. Going straight to the output there. Alright, like I said, I was just seeing 50 watts out of it. Let's see what I'm seeing now. It could be something in that board. Oh, still about 50 watts. Something in this side of this amp. Alright. Of course, it's going to be somewhat out of tune. They're coming on, but I've had one to come on and it's still not be good. Let's get this out of the way. Well, they're definitely coming on. They're not throwing out any heat. Let's look at that again from a different angle. It could be a cap out of value or something like that. It could be that. Alright, transistor 1, transistor 2. Hold. Well, let's lighten up. See them? You can see them, man. It ain't lightening up. I don't feel any heat in those, there. The imbalance is definitely in them. Alright, let's see what I did. This is hooked up like a 500 now. The input goes from here. It's taking this one peel out of line, going from here over to there, tying into this input side. So it's going through that transformer. It's doing all this magic, and it's coming out right here like a normal amp. That would be to the relay or whatever. This one I just went from the coax out, and it's reading the wattage. And this is the wattage we're seeing from this side, which is about 50 watts. That's a 250 watt slug. Let's put the 50 watt slug. Let's see. Because that other one's going to slam it. Alright, 250 watt slug. Yeah, I just got that. 250 watt slug right here on this. So full deflection, you read that top scales is 250, and that 5 would be 50 watts. Oh, so that's 50 watts. Alright. That's all we're going to do is we're going to take this wire off, which is feeding that 2 peel section. Take that off and reattach it back down here, which it won't do anything. It'll be unhooked here in just a few minutes. I mean, it's feeding it to both sections, but it's let's take this side and go to that, put on this side. I know it seems kind of crude and rude, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, this side here. Well, yeah. Alright, now with this side, still 250 watt slug down here, same one. What's that meter now? So 150. So, and it's the same thing done as I did the other one. Now, like I said, it's crude and it's rude the way I done that. To check each 2 peel section, it could be done another way, and it wouldn't be. It could be a little tuned, but this is just enough to show you, and without hurting it. This is just to show you that one side's put out more than the other, which side to put your effort into, and it's this side. This transistors, both of them are coming on, but something in there is not right. Because when you put out 50 on one and 150 on the other one, that's an imbalance. So that's going, if you get 150, 150, it's going to give you around 300. And it is going to be a little bit off, losing power because you're going through all this shit through here and then through there. It's weird the way they got this shit. That's attenuated. They got this shit like this and these things, and that's the reason I completely hate 667s. Now, I'd rather work on a 667 any day than a Sweet 16, but that's just me. I don't understand why they got so much cap in here. Like I said, one cap going to one thing. This is a 330, this is a 220, and this one is a 100 puff. why. And it's got to be factory. Like I said, these coaxes, I'll change them out, but like I said, something wrong on this side, and let's see if we can figure out what that is. But let's try to put majority of this back the way it was, so it won't be this whole. Alright, I found a couple of them. Let's see what these are doing. No leakage. Got a gain of 28 on it. Let's hit this little. I'll put that one in it, but let me see what this is going. Nine. No leakage though. It's mighty low though. Put this little slick wheelie in there. The other side got 28 running the back up. Put this little slick wheelie in there. I used to like old Bill Clinton tough. Some people told me some stuff about him, and then I got to looking it up. You want to look up something screwed up? Look up Kids on the Track. Kids on the Track. And yeah. Might come up something different now, but it was about two little boys that got run over by a train that supposedly walked up on a drug deal gone wrong, or walked up on a drug deal and they wasn't supposed to see it, so they got killed, and they left them up on it. They took the bodies and put them up on train track, and of course the train came because they was covered up with a tarp, and it cut the poor little kids' heads off. This was in Arkansas, by the way, where Bill Clinton was, I think he was the governor of it. Something like that. I don't know, I didn't really pay attention to what he was doing. He kind of came in a little late in the show. I guess I didn't want to say too much about him in the beginning of it. They knew it would just get took down anyways. Probably got took down, but I seen it. But anyway, they cut the poor little kid's head off, two of them, and the coroner said that they had smoked 6 or either 7 marijuana cigarettes. When you hear somebody say that, you know they ain't really too hip, are they? But anyways, they said they smoked some marijuana cigarettes, and they was so tore up that they couldn't get off the track, and the train hit them. I tell you, I've smoked pot 3 times. 3 times, and I tell you, I don't ever want to smoke it again. That shit gets me, well, made me paranoid, and I had cotton mouth, and I had the heaves, and believe me, that ain't me. I don't like the multi. No multi for me. So, they said it smoked, I think it was 6 or 7 marijuana cigarettes, and they couldn't get up off the track because they were so high. But anyways, like I said, I've smoked some when I was younger, and I didn't like it. So, that was the end of that shit. Thank God. I don't want no more of that drunk. But, anyways, getting back to it. These little kids got missing, and, or, I don't know, you'd be best to watch a movie. Alright, this is the input to the one pill side. So this has got to go here. But of course the little boys was missing because they got run over by a train. But come to find out, was some more people that knew about it, and they got found out later on, and mysteriously their heads got cut off and all kinds of shit. It was just crazy. But they claim, I don't know, but I wouldn't doubt it, but they claim it had something to do with old Slick Willie Bill. I don't know, but that's what to say. That's what to say. Where's that damn combinders I had the other day? God bless it. Where in the hell's my Texas store splitters? Combinders. I know they're here. I'll be back in a minute. Well, where are you tonight? You hear all of them. I searched the world and yeah, this is a pool. It looks about as bad as the rest of it. I got that good person though. Mr. Gatekeeper sent me a bunch of good poets. bunch of pulls and stuff like that. And I bought some stuff from Chris. Some pulls. I've been trying to buy as many Texas Star things as I could, because I don't know if you're going to ever be able to get them again. Let's tack that there. Let's leave these two up, because man, that seems way out of tune. This will get replaced here, but just for the time being, just to make sure we got things happening, make sure we got something going on. We got this thing doing the buck nasty. We can then heat it and do this, that, and the other to it. But we're gonna see what we got going on here. Here, right here. Well, all right. That ain't gotta be in there, but that's okay. Let's go to this here. Let's put the bias into the one pair of sides. Get a little pick. Just picking. A little pick-a-decking. Alright. Everything else is peachy clean. Alright, let's go it again. Put a little air to it. Pump it up. Pump up the jam. Alright, that was what was in it. This is a newer one in it. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Get out of here. I like it made out. That's my buddy. I'm gonna name that made a Trump Jr. Trump Jr. Jr. I think there's a lot of capacitors on that thing. I don't know why the hell I got that thing like that. But I've seen some weird shit in some Texas stores do. You'd think they'd do it by the book and every one of them's the same, but like I said, they've changed the transistors around in things so damn much. Whatever they thought was, and whatever they got for a deal, it's pretty much it. The light didn't work in it, so that's again. Let's see what we got now. That's a 250 watt slug. It's going to slam that bastard. Hopefully. Alright, let's go to 1000 watt slug. It's a 667. Alright, that's going through here. It's back out. This is going to the input there, which is going around and get combined. This is a 1-2 peel section which is going in here. It's going out there, going through that splitter. The other is going from this leg through here, going doing its magic, coming out here, going through going up through here. They combining together, they're coming back, they're going out, they're going up through here. There it is. Alright. It should be sweet. 330's on now, 330's on now. The tight transistor down. You got a new one in it. Reflect should be pretty good in between it with that on there. We'll have to check it. But let's see what we're getting out of it now. Oh, alright. Man, that looks a lot better. Alright. 1000-watt slug right here. Can you see it? 1000-watt. I painted it red. My 2500's blue. So that one right there is red. So that's that. You reading the bottom scale? So that's 1000 full deflection, 80, 60, 40, 200, and that one mark there is 100. But if it does 600 with this radio here hitting, let's turn the amp off. This radio don't do a lot. Hello, hello, about 20 so watts. All right, it's a 50-watt slug here, RMS. That's going to show you RMS. What's hitting it? That's 50-watt scale. So, oh, 5 or 6 bird. That's all it's doing. This ain't no hot rod radio. I tried to tune with a hot rod radio. But anyways, 1000-watt slug with that. Hello, same thing, get it. Cobra 29. Alright. Power's on. Oh, so about 550. Turn that variable key down. Oh, talking, 1 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 2. Audio 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. The reflex looking really good. But then again, like I said, you're only checking the reflex from one put in the one peel side of it, and so let's reverse course and let's put it in like it was, just to see what it was doing. See if that was right. I don't know why it would have so much to it, but let's just reverse the procedure. And let's see what we get. I gotta get my ass in the bed in just a little bit. Make it up yonder in the morning. Alright, let's see. Do a little bit of moving. A little too close for comfort over there. It's got some room, but still. I want it to be right. Alright, there's for the 100, which that 100's running in. I see the way that is. Now that 100's going now, so it's dividing it kinda. But it's still 220 puff. It ought to be about what it calls for. But let's see what it does like this. It was doing about 550. Oh, well, went to 600. Maybe they're right and I'm wrong. It don't take much. It don't take much to be wrong. Oh, hello, hello. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Like I said, this is That's the way it is. That's the way it is. So there that is. Let's do what I said I was going to do. He didn't ask for it. Didn't ask for a power wire upgrade. Done that. Now, should I do it? Or should I do it? I don't know. He didn't ask for it. He just asked for it to be fixed. I don't know if it's one of his friends' boxes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can do it to be nice. But then again, I've done stuff and been nice to people. And they say, well, I didn't tell you to do that. So, being nice don't pay. You have to end up doing it for free. Because they ain't going to pay. They'll say, nah, I didn't tell you to do that. You don't do things I don't say for you to do. So, get mad at me. Yawn by dawn. I don't know if it, I don't even know if video's on a while ago. I was talking about the one, well, I smoked pot 3 different times. I was 16 years old. And man, I barfed and had the cotton mouth and I was paranoid. I thought surely Daddy was going to pull up, and I knew if Daddy pulled up and I was high, even though Daddy wasn't nowhere to be seen, nowhere, hell, they didn't know nothing. He was out in the field working, but paranoid's a hell of a thing. Anyways, I got paranoid. I thought everybody thought I was high. So I didn't like that shit. I got talked into it again later on. Come on, man. I don't know why in the hell they always want somebody to smoke pot with them. That never did get me. Never did get me. Why they want somebody else? If you you take somebody to smoke cigarettes, you asked them, let me bum a short, like he used to task me. Let me bum a short. You don't want to give him a damn cigarette, but yet pot costs more money, and they want you to smoke like hell with them. Never understood that shit. And a crackhead, the ones that I've seen, they'll let a whole pack of cigarettes burn up just to get the ashes. They don't care nothing about the rest of it. I went into this little cabin one time, and them boys up in there had the wood stove going. It was in the summertime. They was all sitting around the wood stove, and I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? It's about to burn up in here. And it smelled like plastic was burning, so I thought they was had a fender off a car done laid up against the handle. The inner fender done laid up against the, because that's what they done. The boy done body work, and every now and again he'd have a fender, inner fender, something like that over there, and it'd be damn getting it warm and getting it pliable where he could move it around. I cut that too short. Anyways, man, it smelled like shit in there. And I didn't know what the hell was going on. And they had packs of just cigarettes all over the place, ashtrays, and and they get mad as hell if you damn bumped that thing and broke the damn cigarette for it. The ashes. It had to be full ashes. So, man, what the hell are y'all doing up in here? Man, we smoking crack. Good Lord. Smoking the Krizak. Damn. You ain't gonna stretch that packer. Yeah, you gotta take that out there. You gotta cut one just a little bit longer. But anyways, yeah. And old boy told me, the friend of mine went to school with him. I took him to get a he went and bought a 4-wheeler. This was back when a 300EX was a pretty good size 4-wheeler. I took him to get a 300EX. They just had come out with the 300s. I took him to get one. He done borrowed some money to get one. And he done, like I said, I didn't know what the hell he was doing. He told me, he said, drop me off over here at Jan's house. And said, it said, just come pick me up at 6 o'clock. And of course, I was riding a 4-wheeler. With my 4-wheeler, but I was riding it. And so I went back over that to pick him up. And he said, no, man, no. Said, come pick me up. Said, give me about 3 more hours. Said, then come pick me up. I said, all right. Well, I waited 3 more hours, went back over there. He said, no, man, no. I said, give me 2 more hours. Said, I ain't done doing what we're doing over here. I said, what the fuck are you doing? I ain't went up in the cabin and that deal yet. He said, man, was over here, we're talking and stuff. Said, just come back over here in about 2 hours and pick me up. I'll be done by then. Fuck it, alright. Hell, I'm riding a 4-wheeler. I'm having fun. I didn't have to pay for it. I'm riding it. I go back over to Jan tells me, says, let me ride it. I said, alright. Hell, it wasn't mine. Eric was standing there. It was his 4-wheeler. And Eric's car was over there too. And so Jan got on it. And we didn't see Jan no more. He was gone. And I was sitting there, damn, Eric. I said, he ain't coming back. He didn't took your shit. It's like, he said, let me go in here and get my stuff when we go home. That's when I walked up in the cabin and they had the damn heater going. And was smoking a Krizak. I said, man, what are you doing? I got that heater going. It's too hot in here. He said, man, they smoking crack. And they would smoke crack off a can. And like I said, they had cigarettes going and ashes and all. I said, man, what are you doing these for? I mean, you would just pack some to sit there burning. He said, well, you use the ashes and put the crack up on the ash. Take a can, knock some holes in it. And put them ashes up on there and then put that piece of crack rock up on there. Man, y'all some crazy. But anyways, like I said, I took his ass home. And I come on home. Next morning, he shows up on my doorstep. Or next day, probably late in the evening. We slept in late all the time back in. But he said, where's my four-wheeler? He had his daddy with him. I said, Jan's got it. So last time I said, you were standing there. He said, oh, for real? I said, yeah. He said, alright. Well, come to find out, he done sold his four-wheeler to Jan for some crack rocks. And his stupid ass daddy, which I like the man, but he ain't got too much brains if he does stuff like this. That man went over there and bought that boy's four-wheeler back from the crack man for crack money. And I think, I said, Eric, how much crack did you get from him? He said, about $300 worth. And Jimmy went over and bought that four-wheeler back for, I think, $1,200. Got some man Joe Biden interest in it. Yeah. That was my first time seeing somebody do some shit like that. I don't know how in the hell he could do that shit, which I ain't friends with him no more. And that's the reason why. I had a pistol and it got missing. And then I kind of let that slide a little bit, even though it was my daddy's pistol. But I didn't know who would steal it. And it got missing. Of course, Eric got missing 4 or 5 damn days. And, but he could get off of it and stay off of it for years before he'd get back on it again, evidently. If he was doing it, I didn't know it. But when he was doing it, believe me, we knew it. So, but anyways, well, my shotgun got missing, and he got missing again, and then he come over here, and I started asking him about it, and of course he gets all defensive. You could tell he took it. You could tell it. He wouldn't have been that damn defensive if he wasn't. But anyways. So, me and him ain't friends no more, and ain't been friends for a while. I seen his daddy the other day in damn Dollar General. he said hey to me, and I said hey back to him, but I didn't stop and talk to him. Maybe I should have, but I don't know. He just upheld Eric into shit all the time, and I'd tell Jimmy about it, and he would, of course, he'd go pay the crack man, but he wouldn't pay me for my shit that he stole, and that kind of pissed me off. When surely he knew he done it, and they stole all his shit. But anyways, if I don't deal with them people, I don't have to worry about those people. So I don't deal with those people no more. But like I said, he'd go years without doing it. All of a sudden, he'd start doing it. And you could damn sure tell when he got on it too. He'd lie like a damn dog, which he'd lie a little bit without it, but he lied even more on it. I don't know, I ain't never been one to do spite work. I should have went and got my shit back and got some of his stuff, but I didn't. I left it at that. But he's one of these kind of friends when you had him that I didn't make a damn what time of the day, night, anything. It didn't make a damn what it was. When you called him, said, look man, I'm broke down. I mean, he'd be the first one. It wouldn't be long. He'd be there. He'd been on board somebody's, hell, they might have been stealing the damn thing, but I don't think it was. He got a next door neighbor let him borrow stuff, but I'm pretty sure don't let him borrow nothing no damn more. Actually, they didn't build a fence up where they can't even see him. But anyways, I think they didn't have their fill of him too. But I kind of feel bad not talking to Jimmy. I think next time I see him I'll talk to him, but I don't know. I was down at Eric's right before we quit being friends because he got stealing shit. He ain't know it. He's been a womanizer. He had a little red-headed girlfriend. And I seen Jimmy broke down on the side of the road with a tractor. I was going to pick up Emma from school. And Jimmy, the tractor, the 140 done, I guess, run out of fuel. And he, you know, Jimmy's old. He's in his 70s. He's down out of fuel, and I didn't have time enough to stop him and pick him up and get him in the gas or anything because I had to go pick up Emma at school, and I was already late from picking her up. But I did have enough time to stop by Eric's house and tell him, because I seen him standing out, well, I seen her standing out in the yard. I thought surely he was with her. But his girlfriend was standing out in the yard, I think mowing or something. I think she's mowing the yard. But anyways, I told her, I said, Jimmy's broke down there. I said, can you go get him? Oh yeah, I can go get him. I said, don't tell Eric you talked to me. I said, why? Oh, he'll be mad. He'll make something of it if you tell him that you talked to me. I said, alright. Well, I left. And no more than I got down there around the corner, it wasn't 3/4 of a mile from his damn house, I had a phone call. It's back when the number used to be, I had a 265 number. That's been a long time ago. It wasn't 2 minutes and I got a call. He's like, what was you up at my house for? I said, well, Jimmy broke down on a tractor bus. I told Lynn to go pick him up. Oh, alright. You sure? I said, yeah. That's what I was doing up there. And it goes to show you how good of a damn heifer she is. Don't tell him, and then she, no reason to tell him, no reason to even start anything. She goes tells him, I ain't even had to drive away 30 frickin' seconds. Just one of them kind of women like start shit. I mean, it wouldn't have made a hill of beans to anybody that I'd even stopped by there. He wouldn't ever knew nothing. And it didn't amount to nothing. Hell, I wasn't there 3 seconds. I said, hey, Jimmy's broke down out there, go get him. Alright, don't tell Eric. Alright, bye. I go get Emma from school. But like I said, before he even make it, he'd already called me. Fucking stupidity. But I was sitting out in the yard one day, and I was sitting there talking to Jimmy. And right before, and Lynn was standing there, and they was sitting there fussing, pretty much like always. All of a sudden, pow! He smacked her damn ass. I didn't say nothing. She didn't. I wasn't gonna say nothing. And the reason why I wasn't gonna say nothing, because every time they done been in back and forth to court, she done left his house and she didn't come back. She done left his house. She didn't come back. I done went down there twice and moved out. Took her to her daddy's house and moved all of her clothes and helped her move all that stuff. And he's like, come up here and get her, take her away from here, because I don't want her daddy dying here and you take her away from here. I took her away from man and done all that shit 3 different times. And she's still coming back to him. And that's the first time I've ever seen him huddle. But what got me is when Jimmy, which is his daddy, come up in he was sitting there and he seen it too. And when the law come up out of the yard, of course she went out there and called the law on him. When the law come up a few minutes later, Jimmy said he didn't see nothing. So I knew then, hell, he's going to damn lie for him to make a damn what he done then. So I ain't been done with that shit. That just ain't right. I know you gotta, I know it's your son shit, but I feel kind of sorry about not taking up for, but like I said, I done it 2 or 3 times and she just kept going back. Ain't no use keep stirring that damn pot. Oh, alright. Still the same 1000-watt slug, reflex right there, 5-watt slug in reverse, going back towards the Kirby 29 as always. Kirby 29 right there, 2950. Might sell that, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, 5-watt slug in reverse, don't want no reflect out as you can get it. Like I said, the 667. Oh, hello. Reflect looks perfect. Wattage 600. They should do 666 watts. 600. I wasn't 66. Don't say 66. 668, 667 watts. But it ain't doing it. But I'm not driving it that hard. It's on 14.4 volts, and it says on my antenna. Go back to damn load. Oh, about the same thing. So there it is. There it is. Let's see what it does RMS. Like I said, this radio don't know a lot of RMS. Oh, hello. So about 350 RMS is doing pretty damn good. It looked like it'll double that. Oh, in peak. But then again, if you're ready, don't put out a lot of peak. Don't put out a lot of RMS. You don't see a lot of either one. You really has got a lot to do with what you see on your final output. But anyways, I think this looks pretty good now. I'll clean it up, and but it's got another transistor in it. Everything else is the same. The splitter, well, combiner, splitter, that's there. So it's a new one of them. Transistors new. Everything else is hooked up like it was, and I went through the procedure. It's about the honest one I've ever done this on camera, but I went through the procedure of testing each amp. So the 1 pill got tested separate. This 2 pill section got tested separate. This 2 pill section got tested separate without the 1 pill hitting it. What you do is make it up like a 500, like you would a 500. You still got your input run, so that does away with the this part of it, and your output's still the same. It just changed the input from here to over to here. Just a piece of wire going across there. It makes it a 500, so you can do away with this 1 pill section, and you can test it separate. Or you can make sure that if something's wrong, ain't doing, this part is out of the equation. Alright? So you can go from, leave that all hooked up like the 500 way, and simply take up this and hook it to you, or go from here, pick that up, and go from there with a wire, drop out to your output side, and look what you get. You should get, like that was just showing 150 watts. Of course, it ain't going to have no tuning. It's canceled out right here instead of over here. You get a little bit more out of it if you do it, cancel it out, but put your cap on it, get it tuned. But either way, I just went through the procedure of showing you that. If you pick up on it, you pick up on it. If you don't, you don't. Ain't nothing I can do about it. That is my procedure, and I'm the only one that does it like that I know of. I don't know. That's just the way I do it. If y'all got a way to do it different, titties. But that's just the way I do it. This amp is still going through the fuses, so that's going to cut out a little bit of it. Like I said, it didn't tell me to do no power wire upgrade to it. It's getting kind of late. It's 12:30 at night. I got to be up about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, because we got to be over there about 8 in the morning. So I'm going to get off of here tonight. I'm going to put the screws back in this, and so he can get it back. I should have had this done a while back. I got another Texas Star over here that's giving me a little trouble, but that one had way more stuff wrong with it than this one. At least this one did somewhat work. The other one didn't even have any transistors in it. I don't know why the transistors was out of it. I have no clue. I don't know whether they robbed them out and it was still a working amp. You don't know when you get things like that. You have to. And then he gave me DEIs to put in it, but the DEIs is out of another amp. He didn't know if it worked, didn't know if it was shorted, didn't know if it had anything done to them. I took them out, put it in it, and it's still not doing like it's supposed to. It's off a little bit, but it ain't showing no mismatches. So I got to figure out what that is wrong with that one. That's a mouthful. Now I know what Kamala Harris feels like. But let me get all this stuff back up. I got to get my flare back up and clean up just a little bit. And that might be gone. Hopefully I can come back and have the money to get me a little bit bigger one. I want one that got a Unity, and it's this size but bigger. And I've seen a few people on now that had one and they liked it, but I'm about to add money with that, with this one, or with the sale of this one to buy the other one. But that's the way it goes. I done sold this. I got a deal on the 75 one but I done sold this, and this is new. I've used it and it works. You just see me use it, but it works. But the other one, you just push it one button and everything pops up. It's just a little quicker for me, especially when you're doing videos. Alright then, y'all seen it work. That's the way it was when it left my house. That's all I can give you that of. But it was doing the wattage, it wasn't doing having no imbalances or nothing. So, but I clearly showed you what was the drag down, and what was giving the problem was a transistor. I changed out these coaxes, got that shit out of line. That's done pretty slick, nice and tight. Reflowed a little bit of little solder in there. That's hooked up nice and tight. No troubles there. This hooked up nice and tight. That's nice and tight. Everything I had that was apart, I put back in there right. So hooked up all three of those weird ass transistors. Now you take note, and y'all see if y'all see another one like that. And I'm telling you, they're different. I get them in all the time. Something's different in every damn one of them. Alright, this is a 500 right here. Was pretty much all but driver. One cap. One 230. That is actually a 285. Majority of them's 235 right there. 230, 235. But that is 285. So, and it's only got one little cap there. So, wire to the wires. And it's got a little crappy top on it. But the amp works really good. You just see it. The amp case looks like some of California's famous bum's been living in it. That's got a nice little spot that'll catch your hand and cut you all to hell. I done been cut once today. My finger there. See I cut it there on the bottom? It ain't too bad. I didn't cry but about 3 hours on that one. So, let me sand that out of there. Alright then, y'all have a good day. Later.